Today, I'm diving back into my travel experiences after a brief break, and today I journey to Paris, which gives me the opportunity to fly with an airline and on an aircraft I've never tried before. Join me as I explore Air France's Airbus A220 and discover if it lives up to the rave reviews it's been receiving. Good afternoon and welcome to today's show. Now, I must begin with an apology. I have to apologise for not posting any videos for a number of weeks. However, as you can see, I'm back and I'm here at Terminal 4, and I thought we'd ease back into it with a nice little short haul flight down to Paris. However, today is a couple of firsts for me, as I'm going to be flying on Air France, which I've never ever done, and I'm also going to be flying on their Airbus A220, which is a lovely little aircraft that I've heard a lot about but never actually flown. So let's see what the combination's like. I'm looking forward to this one. It should be a nice little trip. I'm through security nice and quickly, and I'd checked in online, so that was no event either. So now I'm through, I've got to kill a bit of time. As this is an economy flight, I don't have any access to any lounges, so I'm going to have to make my own entertainment. In fact, today's trip enabled me to check off a third experience, as this was my only time I've ever flown through Terminal 4. While there were several food and drink options available, the smaller size meant that many places were quite busy. However, Terminal 4 makes up for it with fantastic views of the airfield. Cue Gav Geek with a beer and a camera. It wasn't long before today's aircraft made its arrival, the sleek Airbus A220. Just a year old and delivered directly to Air France in 2023, it's an aircraft that certainly catches the eye. So, with the plane on the tarmac, I took that as my cue to hustle down to the gate. However, when I got there, the scene wasn't as calm as I was expecting. Not long before we board now. However, I think Air France have discovered a bit of an issue. Because it's a short flight, there's a lot of passengers that have turned up with carry-on baggage. And because the A220 is quite a small aircraft, they're now going round asking if everyone can check their baggage into the hold. And it's not going down too well. So I'm really hoping it's not going to delay the flight. I don't think it'll detract from the experience, but let's see how it all pans out. There's a lot of unhappy people. That slow-moving queue at the gate was all the reluctant, unfortunate people who were forced to put their luggage in the hold. And whilst the Air France crew were not rude at all, they were certainly persuasive. And because of this, there was no actual delay. So, with a full hold and an empty cabin, we were allowed to board. The Airbus A220 is set up in a 3x2 seat configuration, and being new, this one was looking pretty fresh. I was in one of the dual Collins Meridian seats, which did look inviting with its large adjustable headrest. Once you settle into the seat, you might notice its somewhat plain and basic appearance. However, it offers a range of modern seatback features typically found on newer aircraft. There is a handy electronic device clip allowing the use of phones or tablets as an in-flight entertainment screen. If you're as clumsy as I am, the individual cup holder is a game changer. It lets you stow the tray table, greatly reducing the risk of spills, accidents, breakages and burns. Trust me, I speak from experience. There is a decent sized tray table situated above two seatback pockets, and once again the legroom is very good for someone of my height. Taller people may disagree on that point. There are two USB ports and I believe a coat hook, which could also be a clip for those USB cables. The overhead storage bins are massive. Quick, go and get all the hand luggage out of the hold. And situated beneath them are individual air vents and reading lights. We pushed back from the gate a little late, however the relatively short taxi out to the southern runway meant we were departing runway 27 left in no time at all. I'll now shut up and let you listen to the Wookiee spool up of the A220's Pratt & Whitney engines. As soon as we took off, the crew promptly distributed in-flight snacks, a cream cheese and cucumber sandwich along with a non-alcoholic drink. The sandwich was fresh and tasty, far exceeding my expectations for a 45-minute flight. Typically, I'd expect just a breakfast bar or a small pack of pretzels, so Air France's offering was a pleasant surprise. And the goodies didn't end there. The Air France Connect service offers complimentary Wi-Fi, allowing passengers to use messaging apps during the flight. While there's a fee for internet browsing and streaming, I opted not to test that feature on such a short journey. It's impressive that Air France provides gate-to-gate Wi-Fi for a significant number of their destinations. Definitely a nice touch. Having never flown on the A220 before, I approached this review with an open mind. Initially, I expected the experience to be similar to that of the Embraer E190, as both aircraft are popular choices for short-haul routes. As the flight progressed, I found that they do share some similarities from a passenger perspective, offering a spacious, comfortable feel for a smaller jet. The A220, being the newer model, boasts more modern amenities. However, I have a personal preference for the Embraer's 2x2 seating configuration, which to me makes it a little bit more comfortable. If you haven't yet seen my experience on the BA Embraer, I highly recommend checking it out. Both the Embraer E190 and the A220 are impressive aircraft in their own right, but I find myself leaning slightly towards the Embraer. I'd love to hear your thoughts though. Do you prefer the A220 or the E190? Let me know in the comments. Today's short flight to Paris took 45 minutes to cover the 188 nautical miles, meaning we landed into Paris about 23 minutes ahead of the scheduled arrival time. Thank you so much for joining me on today's short but sweet flight experience. I really hope you enjoyed it. I have many more exciting reviews lined up, so if you like what you saw, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated. I can't wait to share the next adventure with you. Until then, stay safe and embrace the journey.